Coach Cam made this shit.
Welcome to Jammin with Kron Rex. I'm Brenden. This is Rex. And before we get going, don't forget to subscribe, like. We've seen that 71% of our viewers are not subscribed. So subscribe. We'd love to get that number up. And share. We're trying to, we're still new. We're trying to get our names out there.
Yeah. More importantly, we are one subscriber away from being 69 subscribers.
Yes, we're so close. So close.
Yeah. So please help us, and then we can finally get off of YouTube forever.
That's not the case.
The ultimate goal.
And if you were listening, don't forget to leave in a review. I know it takes a bit of time, but it helps us a lot.
Yeah, even if you just leave a comment that's just like, hey, shit's neat, dude.
Yeah, we appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
But without further ado, did you know?
Okay, I have two options.
Okay,
I have no problem with naming them both, but I need you to pick between a fact about Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, or a very, very fat woman from Tennessee in the 1800s.
I do want to know both.
Okay, I'll tell both.
But first, I want to know about that fat woman from the 1800s in Tennessee.
You are talking about the moonshiner whose name is Mahala Mullins.
Okay.
And so, I think 1800s. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, 1800s. She was a moonshiner, and with prohibition, with some prohibition going on, that's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Moonshiner is probably one of the jobs that are the most not okay.
Yeah.
And, so obviously they had a problem with it, and they was like, well, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
She's 600 pounds. Are we going to take her to jail?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, they just didn't?
No.
Because she weighed too much?
Yeah, they could not take her to jail. Because she weighed too much. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
How the fuck are you going to, it's the 1800s, too.
Yeah.
It's not like they have, even if they did, it's not like they're, say, modern day, it's not like they're going to set up, a fucking crane to come pick her up, just like an obese toy in a skill crane machine. What do you do? I have never thought about that loophole in the system of if you're just incredibly, incredibly fat, you can just evade the law. They're just like, the fuck am I supposed to do about that? Imagine being the person sent to go arrest them, and you're just like, what do you want me to do here? You want me to just roll her out of her fucking house? So yeah, she just legitimately could not be arrested, but they were like, hey, we need you to stop what you're doing.
She just said no?
Because they would arrest the people that would buy from her. But they genuinely could not do shit about her because she was too fucking fat. And I think there's a certain legal process where just because she's fat, they couldn't kill her because she was too fat for jail. Because that was my next train of thought. I'm like, well, why didn't they kill her? That would solve the moonshining thing, but you can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting.
No, that's wild that you can just be too big to be arrested.
Yeah, that still happens, by the way. But now we at least have technology to put people on house arrest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there was in a not funny situation, but there was a pedophile who got to serve a sentence at home because he was too fat.
Huh.
Yeah, so there is stuff that can be done now, but that dude's probably not getting out of the fucking house anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they had some restrictions against him, but fuck. It says that he was 140 kilograms. I don't know how fucking much 140, 500 pounds?
I thought it was pretty much double.
A little over double?
Yeah.
No way. Because then that would be 300 pounds.
How many?
140 kilograms. Yeah, there's no way he just weighed 300 pounds and they were like, he's too fucking fat. I know multiple people that are 300 pounds. That walk and do the whole shit,
We're not, it's 308 pounds. Yeah, it's just a little over double.
Okay, it says he weighs 140, so he may have lost weight.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way that weighing 300 pounds. That's there's a ton of NFL players that weigh that much.
Yeah.
Granted, they're built a lot better, but that can't be right. That genuinely can't be right. I'm sorry. That's the first example that I pulled up was a guy who's just slightly that is pretty overweight.
Yeah.
But because I work with a dude that's like 300 pounds, and he's fucking fine. He climbs up ladders and shit.
Yeah. I looked up, can you be too fat to be arrested? And this says obese Florida man, Georgia.
What is it?
Can you be too fat?
No, but
to be
what was
arrested?
the thing?
Obese Florida man.
Obese Florida man. Goddamn Florida. Yep.
Yeah. Avoids jail because he's too fat.
I have two Florida things that pop up. What's his name? George Jolicoeur?
Yeah, I didn't know how to say that last name.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
38 years old.
Yeah.
Scamming restaurants out of food, but then... What?
It was too expensive to arrest him, pretty much.
Dear Christ, how is that fair? So, is that a tactic? If you find out you're going... say you have, obviously you're not going to do that in 2 months. Well, okay, say you also... Say, you have my metabolism and, not yours, because that would take you, 80 years to gain 500 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know how
that'd
to do
be
it.
generous.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Yeah, so say you can get that. And you have 6 months notice that you're going to jail. See, they're pretty cool about you going to jail. They give you a 6 months head notice, Or do you try to gain that weight so by the time they get to you, you're just dude, I'm just fat as fucking fuck. What are you going to do?
I guess that's how it works. But did you read any further into this guy's article?
I really can't read, man.
This is the quotes that I am reading, okay? The obese thief once devoured...
Sounds like a fucking WWE article.
The obese thief is fucking wild. The obese thief once devoured 5 milkshakes before finding a hair in the shake and refusing to pay. So that's where he first got in trouble. The second thing is...
Wait, so he can leave the house, though? So he can clearly leave the house.
Well, I think this is
drivers.
Yeah. He was arrested in 2007 for devouring nearly $50 of beef jerky from a 7-Eleven.
God damn! Well, that's really not much.
And then
I could do that.
And then claiming the last few scraps were moldy.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But we go after Apple and shit for them intentionally fucking us. We need to go after Big Jerky. They have been fucking us for years, dude. You pay $10 for a pack of jerky and you get that fucking much.
It's not shit.
No, it's horse shit, dude. And it's it's 20 grams of protein. And you're just wow, that's crazy. I spent $20 on 4 pieces of jerky.
Yeah. On his way to prison, which I didn't know he went to prison, but on his way to prison,
that's funny.
You know what he said?
What? Ba-da-ba-ba.
The beef jerky got me.
That's fucking hilarious.
This dude's a comedian.
And then he died. Do you think, in terms of jail, because, I don't know if you knew this, but I've never been to jail. So
I did know.
One of the things that I do think about a jail is guys getting rammed in jail. Do you think he'd be pretty popular? It's they just added a beanbag chair to there,
Maybe.
And they can just pretty much have free range at any of his folds. You ever seen someone get fucked in the armpit?
I have not.
I saw that. I saw a video last week that was in the title, and I had to click on it.
You didn't have to.
But it's exactly what you think it is.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It's just someone getting fucked in the armpit. And I was I'm down to clown. I'm willing to try this on air. But I do have somewhat of a morbid mind, so my mind went a step further because, I was talking about murdering these fat people just because you can't physically move them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I in the first Pokemon game when you're going to the bridge and Snorlax won't fucking move, so you have to get a fucking flute.
Mm-hmm.
I had a way different solution for what I wanted to do with Snorlax.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was going to murder him.
Yeah.
So
I think everyone thought that. Why can't I just kick his ass?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe to a different degree. Yes. Yeah. But actual just fighting because you're fighting animals.
Yeah, you do it.
Game.
You do it all the time, and then whenever you use the little pokey flute, you fucking wake him up to fight him.
Dude, how good do you think Pokemon would do if it was like real life animals? Like, I get
It
it, you
almost
probably
is.
get in trouble with like PETA and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of them are just straight up birds.
Some of them are just dogs.
Yeah, they're just straight up dogs. But like, wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Oh,
We
yeah.
just had a Pokemon, but like real
Yeah.
life, and you get to just like fight dogs and shit. No, that's not cool. So my mind went to, can you be too fat to die? And the answer is no. Apparently, fat people really do die, just like us. But prisoner once found. This is February 7th, 2006. Prisoner is reported by NBC News. So I'm just not making this shit up. Prisoner once found too fat to hang. Dies at 51. He just died some other way. But yeah. Why you see that guy? You see how fat he is, and why is your first? Well, I mean, I get it. Because, I mean, he would probably die quicker, right? Because of gravity and all? And, like,
don't know.
E equals MC squared and all that shit. I mean, you would think gravity, momentum would just kind of do its job. And
Maybe.
he would just... But, like, why would you look at that guy and be, oh, yeah, this is him.
Oh, he's a chunky boy.
Yeah, he's one fat bastard. R.I.P. But, man, he looks very dignified. Why was they going to hang this poor fat guy? A former death row once found too fat to hang as penitentiary in Walla Walla.
Walla Walla.
Yeah, that's a fucked up place to name something where, like, prisoners are at. But, like, what did he do?
Why does the place sound so fun?
Walla Walla.
When it's just prisoners.
Oh, shit. 3 attempts at a death penalty. Prosecutors tried for the death penalty a third time, 2000, but a jury death... Oh, that was just a problem, dude. I was just thinking they tried to hang him, but it ended up being like Frank and It's Always Sunny, and he was just fucking hanging there. So, he was 400 pounds, though. Wait. It was a hang a guy in 2007? I thought this
in
shit...
2007?
Well, yeah, remember that's what I said about the article, and that's a very that's a very, like, 2007 looking...
That's weird as fuck. I didn't know they were still doing that.
I don't think they're allowed to. I don't think there's been, like, a legal hanging in fucking years. A legal hanging. Groups can... Yeah, it's still not saying... Yeah, it's saying lethal injection. The main method now is lethal injection, but, like, how much? How much do you inject him with?
Yeah, I don't think it's okay at all, because in 1880, Kentucky abolished public hanging.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? And that's
1972.
too.
Yeah, 1972 is when it was done. So in 2007, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, and it hasn't said any crime that he committed except just being fat. So what did he do? Yeah, once found too fat to hang. I was making sure I read that right. Yeah, it's just saying too fat to hang. 2007. 2006, in all fairness.
I mean, what's the difference?
Death Row Man. That's the name they're giving a different guy in a different article. Okay. I'm too fat to be executed. That's a very interesting, like... if the glove does not fit, you must have quit. But it's just like, I'm too fat to die. Like, what? No. I could kill you. And like, that's not the point, man. Oh, fuck. The 34 stone... A 34 stone man. He didn't become a stone man. Who killed a hotel clerk says his weight means he could endure a torturous and lingering death. That sounds like a challenge. See, if I'm a prisoner or just like an executioner, I'm like, tag me in. I want this guy.
I want this guy.
I want to kill this guy. Did you ever see the there's this like whole book. I mean, it's an autobiography pretty much, but it's like a day-to-day journal of a guy from like, I can't remember which part of Europe. I really want to say France. But he was an executioner, and it's like a book that is his personal journal, and he writes his body count at I think in like the 300s or something, and he describes what his day-to-day life is, and it's just like, to him he writes it so mundane because he's just like, I fucking killed somebody today, like
300 times I guess will do that to you. Yeah. That's pretty wild. That seems extremely interesting though.
Yeah, Yeah, to have the job as an executioner is pretty fucking hard, man.
Yeah.
The schooling for that must be really interesting. I don't know if you need like a bachelor degree for that, but that seems pretty interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought the idea of being too fucking fat to die, it's pretty funny to me. Like, and they looked at this guy and was like, I know we haven't like hang anybody in a while, but wouldn't it be fucking funny if we just hang this dude?
It's a fuck, we can't.
Well, maybe they was like, what are we gonna do? Electrocute him? We don't have enough electricity. We're not gonna electrocute this guy. Lethal injection. They're like, dude, we do not have that much
Poison? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't know what you call that either. Injection?
The death liquid? I don't know. The death serum?
I think there is a guy who was on death row, and he picked like a very seafood meal because he had a crawfish allergy, and he wanted to die via crawfish and not let them kill him.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty fucking hard, man.
Yeah. It's crazy dying of... You'd rather die of food poisoning.
Or
allergic reaction, not food poisoning.
That sounds a lot worse to me, but maybe just not to give them the satisfaction.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would be your last meal?
Fuck. I think I'd go all out. You know, I think I'd have a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner.
Can you do that? Well, I mean, I guess you could do it all in one meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like, all right, at 9:30, I want a McGriddle.
I think that's probably the easiest way. I think I'd go a little simple for breakfast. I think I'd just go French toast.
French toast?
It's like my favorite breakfast food. I don't have a lot.
Dude, oh, okay, yeah. I don't have a lot. It's fair. Well, I mean, to me, a McGriddle is like the perfect breakfast.
I figured you'd go with that.
So, yeah, I am a pretty disgusting person. But
yeah, you look like a McGriddle guy.
I'll take it. I am. Because I am. I am that guy. But yeah, no, that would legitimately be like, if they was like, hey, we're going to have to execute you before 10:30, so your last meal is going to have to be breakfast, I'd be like, all right, fine, fuck it. I'll go with McGriddle.
Yeah. And dessert. We're going to go dessert too. What's your lunch? What are you having for lunch? Last meal, lunch.
What does fall under lunch? Like
just
a sandwich?
No,
I have to eat a fucking sandwich.
You could just go 2 dinners pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Just don't go like what I would say is like a steak isn't lunch. You're probably not having a steak for lunch.
So what about a burger?
Yeah, burger's absolutely lunch.
A bacon and blue burger.
I think I'd go burger as well. That seems like a pretty good lunch.
With I don't know what I want on the side.
I'd go a Dutch burger from Monix.
Oh, that's pretty.
No, I mean shout out to them, but no sponsor. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking hard, man. Yeah, I would go. Yeah, that would honestly be up there too. For side, I don't know if I went tater tots or onion rings.
I'd probably go onion rings. I'm an onion rings guy for that one.
Yeah, I'm getting chunky monkey dessert.
That's you're skipping dinner.
Dinner.
Dinner, I gotta go kind of crazy.
Where do you go dinner?
I was thinking seafood, actually.
Like the executioner wife's ass. Yeah.
I think I might switch my breakfast to chicken and waffles.
Oh, that's pretty hard. Yeah, you just want to get a lot of protein before you die.
Maybe I'll gain a pound.
Yeah.
Right before death.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna switch my breakfast to chicken and waffles. Dinner. Last meal, dinner. I'm not going like lobster or crab.
Yeah.
Just because it's so much work.
Yeah.
A steak wouldn't be too bad.
You know, honestly, I think for lunch I might switch mine with just a flat out grilled cheese.
It's a good one.
And then I might move my lunch up to dinner. Yeah.
I know what my dessert's going to be. Dinner. I'm trying to think. My favorite dinner is probably, I don't know, maybe some swordfish. I do be liking swordfish a whole bunch.
A whole bunch?
A whole bunch.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
I would have a cigarette sometime in the day throughout, too.
Yeah.
And
not for me.
I'd probably have a drink, too.
I would definitely have some alcohol.
Like with dinner, I think I'd probably have, I don't know, maybe some soda. Like with swordfish, it is pretty good. I would have a cigarette sometime in the day throughout, too. And I probably have a drink, too. Like with dinner, I think I'd probably have, I don't know, maybe some soda. Like with dinner, I think I'd probably have I genuinely might have fucking screwball and banana.
I mean, that's definitely the favorite.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of nostalgic for me, too, at this point. And then, I don't know, I'd probably have, like, a Marlboro Red. And that'd be, like, the sending off. Yeah.
Any reason for it? You just been really craving one?
No, I haven't really been craving, like, a cigarette in a fucking while.
Yeah.
Like, no, I genuinely, like, I do not have an addictive personality with those. I just...
It does sound like it.
Well, it was
You
just...
do bring it up a good amount and want to do it a whole lot.
Well, with me socially, I think it really lines up well. Because, like, I would genuinely only smoke if it was, like just, you know, maybe a long day at work, or I was, like, stuck in traffic and it could just give me something to do. I just smoke in the car or something. Or, like, I really liked, like, going to parties and stepping out for a cigarette. Because, like, I get really anxious when it's genuinely more than, like, 3 or 4 people in a room. So, you know, it gave me pretty good reason to just, like, step out and be by myself. So, I always kind of like that, but, like, I don't know. I haven't really had a day like that in a while. Obviously, traffic. I have traffic, but I replace the cigarette therapy with just, like, straight beating the fuck out of my steering wheel. Like, I think I have bent my steering wheel from being so goddamn angry. I'll just fucking pull it towards me like I'm trying to yank it off.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, traffic is easily the thing that pisses me off. Yeah, it's the worst in this fucking world.
It's terrible. Dessert, I'm definitely going cheesecake, though. Like...
Oh, fuck. Red velvet cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's
easily my favorite dessert.
God,
maybe
it's so fucking good.
I haven't had their red velvet. Red velvet is usually like...
Dude, it is so good. Their pineapple upside down cheesecake.
Oh, is it good?
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, it has to be. But, goddamn, dude.
Usually whenever I'm like red velvet's usually like my favorite, and that's usually what I'll go to. But like, whenever I'm at cheesecake, I don't know why I always like, I'm like, I should try something new. So I'll try like the Oreo one or something, but they're all good. So yeah, there's no loss.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like a good last meal without really thinking too hard, because I bet there's something else that I'd rather have.
Would you want to, like, send off with, like, one final fuck you? Like, I want the last 12 pandas in the world for dinner. And they're just like, dude, come on. They're like, dude, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'm taking a panda with me. I'm taking all the pandas with me when I die.
I'm going to bang all of your all's wives. Every person here.
I'm banging all of y'all's pandas. I'm banging every fucking panda.
And if you don't have a wife, you have a husband, I'll bang them too. Every one of you all are getting cheated on tonight.
Dude, you know China just straight up owns pandas?
I mean, yeah.
That's wild, though.
I mean, yeah, it's fucking crazy,
it's fucking
but
wild that, like, whenever Obama had issues during his presidency with China, China was just like, you know what panda you have in the San Diego Zoo? Give them back.
Yeah.
And we had to.
Yeah.
Because they legally just own pandas.
That's fucking
crazy. They use that as just like a bargaining tool. They're like, nope, give us that fucking panda back, dude. You fucked it. You had your chance. You fucked up.
That is kind of crazy. What would our animal be? Like a bald eagle? Just snatch up bald eagles back?
I feel like a bald eagle doesn't accurately represent the United States.
Really?
I feel like a possum. I feel like a possum really fucking Oh, no, I forgot about something. It made me think of our friend Ethan when I said possum.
Okay.
And his fucking cowboy beans.
Yeah.
His cowboy beans would be in my last meal somewhere.
It probably would be. It's so fucking good. He's coming back down, and I literally told him, I was like, I just need you to make them.
Yeah, I was like, genuinely, do not come back if you don't have the fucking cowboy beans, Ethan. But, yeah. I mean, seriously, that would be like, I would be totally fine if, like, they was like, hey, we don't have the 12 pandas, and we just have, like, a fucking tub full of cowboy beans.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Cooked with panda.
We ran out of beef, so we just threw in the 12 pandas. Awesome. Fucking awesome, man. And we threw an actual cowboy in.
Oh, fuck.
Do you want the next? Did you know?
Absolutely.
So, lead singer of My Chemical Romance, Gerard Way.
Yes.
He's a really big, avid, like, comic book fan, if you can't tell by looking at the dude. Super into comics. To the point where he actually
Did he make his own?
Yes.
Is he the one that made Umbrella
yes.
Academy?
Yes.
Okay. For
Yes,
some reason, I was thinking it was a
actually-
different band.
Yeah, no, he's actually the dude who wrote Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
He has he has multiple series with like DC and shit.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and he has this one comic where he's writing about a woman and her cat. And the cat's name is actually the same as his cat's name in real life.
Okay.
So, it's like, oh, that's a cute way to, get your cat into the comic.
Absolutely.
Well, something ends up happening and that cat becomes like humanoid and it runs off and it's just like, it's pursuing its own things, being a cat human. Long story short, it comes back and fucks that girl. And people just think that's really weird because he named that. I mean, even if he didn't, but he named that cat after his cat. And he was like, that's supposed to be my cat. So it's like, he just wrote a role to like, for his cat to like fuck a person. And it like, if you look at the comic, it kind of looks like a furry fan page.
Yeah, I bet.
Thing. And it's just so weird, but you're just like, what'd you expect? Like, it's the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, dude. You don't think that dude's like a brony or a furry at the least?
Apparently.
Yeah,
he's a
like,
furry.
I really don't think that's like too, like...
It's a little weird.
No, it's definitely weird. But, like, it makes sense weird. It's not like Ryan Reynolds wrote a fucking furry fanfic. No, you're like, Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, wrote a fucking furry comic. You're like, yeah, what else? What else is he supposed to do, But, I mean, I do think that's really cool that he has, like, legitimate credits in the comic world.
Does he work on only originals? Or does he get to work on, like... Batman's the extreme example, but, like, did he get to do, like, a Batman or, like,
Not
something?
that I know of.
Okay.
I know that he has, like, very solid, like, lead credits in the producing of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen. The show looks stupid as fuck, if I'm being honest. I've heard good things about it.
Really? I heard it's mid at best, and then I heard some people say it's ass. But I've never heard anyone say good things about the show.
Yeah, it looks stupid as fuck, if I'm being honest. But in that same breath, we also have, not in the same breath, I guess, but I guess just like people we know making shows. Jeff Bezos making Lord of the Rings kind of like continuation.
Yeah.
Was it like Lords of the Tower, Rings of the Towers? I know Towers in there somewhere.
Real quick, 3 seasons of the Umbrella Academy. IMDb gives it a 7.9. Rotten Tomatoes gives it an 86%. And the audience rating is a 4.5 on average. So it definitely is good.
Yeah.
From most people's standards.
It looks stupid as fuck.
Yeah, not for us.
Yeah, it just looked stupid as fuck. But, before
The Rings of Power.
Yeah, the Rings of Power. And did you see what his son said about that?
Yes.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious.
Don't fuck it up.
Well, and I think that's good. Like, that actually gives me a lot of hope. Because I know it's not Jeff Bezos personally there. Like, but that does give me hope for that.
Could you imagine? What the fuck is that guy just going in and just being like, you fucked up the lore. Like... It needs to be this. Like, there's no way that guy.
You cannot just say the Lord.
Lore.
Oh, the lore. Oh, okay. I was about to say, bro, you have to say the Lord of the Rings. You can't just say the Lord.
No, the lore of it. I just couldn't imagine him being in there and, like, doing the final look over and be like, I actually don't think this is right.
Yeah, his fucking son saying something. He might be in there like, all right, guys, you actually can't fuck this one up. But
my son will hate me if you do.
You say that in the same week that we see fellow billionaire doing MMA. I would have never thought I would have seen that fucking nerd like throw on gloves and fucking punch shit. He goes on one goddamn Joe Rogan podcast in the same fucking week. Actually, you see him training MMA.
Yeah,
I fucking love Joe. I love Joe. I disagree with him on a lot of important things.
Absolutely.
But goddamn, do I love that guy.
Yes.
Because my wife will debate me on that. And she's like, well, he was basically saying and recommending that people use, like, horse tranquilizers. And I'm like...
Of course I don't agree with that.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not dumb. You know, like, I'm not a dumb person. Not saying Joe is. Because, I mean, Joe is someone who, like, even when he says stupid stuff, I'm like, I feel like he's done some research, even if that research may not be, like, and maybe it's on, like, a tainted Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
he's done
biased research.
Yeah, at the very least, he had Jamie look it up.
Yeah.
But, like, I fucking love that dude. Seriously, one of the, and it didn't come from him directly, in all fairness, but, like, one of the coolest fucking quotes I've ever seen in my life came from his podcast, and I have it screenshotted on my camera roll. It's from a dude I don't know that was on the on JRE, but he's talking about like learning things later in life, like as he's an old guy. And he said, I showed up to the party and finally learned how to dance, but the party's almost over.
That's so good. That's so well said.
It's so, like, I just want to be able to articulate shit like that.
Yeah.
Because that's really taking just basically saying, well, now it's too late, and making it sound so much cooler. And he's like, I showed up to the party, but it's almost over. And I'm like, oh, that is so cool. Like, it's like fucking sad to hear that. God damn, I love that quote.
I wish I remember the exact quote. One of my favorites was Robert Downey Jr. talking about how he's actually, like, excited about losing his eyesight. That was such a wild thing I heard on there.
What do you think was the best guest on there?
For me personally,
Yes.
the one that I've returned to the most, the one that, like, yeah, I've listened to the most, I like it the most. For me, it's Arian Foster. I know that's not probably the popular pick.
No, I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
He was, like, one of my favorite players in the league. And then I don't hold, especially football players, to be, like, very big personalities outside. So for him to come on there and just be so likable.
Has he been on there multiple times?
I don't think so, but that was with the whole, like,
Wolf?
I could take a wolf. And
Do you think he can?
I do. Because he makes the big point. He was like, after I said that, he was like, everyone sent me pictures of the biggest wolves you've ever seen. They were like, they sent me, like, just absolute monsters. He was like, I didn't say that. He was like, of course I can't beat those things up. He was like, I'm talking about an average single wolf. He's like,
that's still big.
Oh, yeah. No, don't get me wrong.
Well, I mean, because
he's an NFL athlete. And I don't think he's talking about, like, him as, like, today, as in when he said it, but, like, retired, but, like he wasn't
prime. Yeah,
prime
I'll give him
Arian
the
Foster.
benefit of the doubt. Everything's going for him.
He's a like fucking peak NFL athlete.
I mean, what did he say? Like, if he gets a good, like, kick lined
I think
up,
he's kicking. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's going to be an athlete of any kind. I guess except a baseball player, really. That's going to be, like, their strongest attribute is their fucking leg.
Yeah. And, he's a runner. Like, a running back, so, like, he's got hella legs. Like,
when
he's
you say
kicking.
when you say, like, professional athlete, I like the idea of not mentioning that they're an NFL player, because what if he was, like a golfer? Like, you're just trying to pitch a golfer could beat him, but you're just like, oh, he's a professional athlete, and you're like, what sport? And you're like, why does that matter? He's a professional athlete.
He's a damn professional athlete.
No. What sport?
Yeah.
He plays golf. You're like, no, not a fucking... Does he have a golf club? No.
Is his first name Tiger? No. Yeah. Not a chance.
Yeah, I'll give Tiger the benefit of the doubt.
His fucking arms.
Wolves.
Yeah, his fucking arms are huge. Like, I remember, like...
See, I didn't know that.
You ever seen the, like, Tiger celebration? Is him, like, throwing the, like, fist up?
I didn't think it was too crazy.
His fucking arms are gigantic.
Right,
maybe it's just because I was looking at him beside other golfers.
Dude, have you ever seen, like, actual Tiger's biceps, though?
I mean, no, but...
Dude, they're fucking crazy. They're shredded. Which one are you looking up?
Tiger Woods.
All right, I'm looking up ripped tigers. Oh, it's just showing me a bunch of lame tattoo ideas about tigers bursting through like a piece of paper. That sucks. All right, I'll look up muscular tigers.
Okay.
And it's just going to be all Tiger Woods. It's crazy. There's people out there that think they could beat up. That's a good bicep. That's a good bicep.
Yeah, he's a golfer.
Yeah,
man. The man's just swinging a golf club around. Like, no, that's a fucking jacked tiger,
dude. Fucking crazy. Look at this shit. Shredded.
Why are tigers shredded? What workouts are they doing?
Life, man. They're fucking taking down, like, they can take down, like, certain kinds of bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty OP, man. Like, look at this guy.
Yeah.
That's the personal trainer I fucking need. It's a legitimate tiger. Well, dude, and you gotta think, diet. Yeah. That's solid protein.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even cooking it, like, dissolving any of the nutrients. That's just straight fucking protein that they're getting.
Yeah. My second favorite JRE episode is what I'm guessing is your favorite, and that's the Tom Segura, Mike Tyson.
It's crazy that you said Tom's name first. No disrespect,
it's because when I think of it, I think of Tom just being me in that situation.
Like a kid in a candy shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I say Tom first, is because Tom, he's like, I have to go, but can I please ask you one thing? Like, just the excitement that he has is
what's
so
actually
relatable.
Crazy about that is that until Tom's book, I forgot Tom Segura was in that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely, and not even a knock to him, I only remember Joe Rogan being there because it's Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
I just remember listening to Mike Tyson. And
is that your favorite?
It's my favorite, but to me, the best one is Daryl Davis, the black musician who converted like hundreds of KKK members.
Yeah, that one's definitely an amazing one.
What's so good about that, and I think in recent news too, is that there's this black YouTuber who kind of went to do the same thing, but he live streamed it. And so instead of having an honest conversation with this guy, he basically gave this guy an open platform to kind of spew his hate.
Yeah, that probably didn't. I think the intentions were right.
Yes, I think I don't know. And see, that's where it could
really.
But if you're doing this stuff, and to me, when you add a camera to a lot of things, the intentions kind of get like muddied a little bit. Because to me, I'm like, you might not be doing that, like especially when they're a dedicated YouTuber. If this was someone who's maybe never been on YouTube and was like had been doing this for a little bit, and they was like, hey, I need to spread this. Like, I want people to see what I do, and they did it. But like this guy's first attempt at doing this, like crazy enough, got a meeting with a fucking Grand Dragon, and that dude was just basically like, no, I'm not really interested in that. I just really don't like you guys. And he was like, all right, I appreciate your time. And he was like, yeah. But I'm like, you gave that dude a platform to talk about it. Like, because once you add a camera, it's going to change a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, but what's so good about what this guy did is that he just talked to them like people.
Yeah.
And like, really, he said like a lot of them, it wasn't like he went in there with an active goal to fucking just like move them over to the other side, but he was just like, I wanted them to actually talk to a black guy. Because he's like, most of these people have never done that. And they hate black people because their grandparents did. And that's all they know.
Yeah.
And he was like, I would just go in there and talk to him. And by the end of it, he was like, sometimes it didn't go good. But he was like, sometimes when I left, they was like, I would have never expected this going this way. Like, like, you actually ain't that bad. And he was like, I appreciate that. Like, it wasn't just him being like, hey, man, I think you should not do this, But I think that's, like, to me, it's, like, the most interesting one I've ever seen.
It's unbelievable.
It's a crazy concept to just be like, you know what, I'm a black guy, I'm going to talk to a lot of KKK members. Like, that's just so crazy to me that's just like a thought that popped into his head.
Yeah.
But no, he's fucking amazing. I want to know so much more about that. And Joe just has like a really good like platform to pull all these people. Like, it's crazy that he has people like that. And then, like, next week, he could have, like, Dr. Phil. And then the week after that, he could have Kevin Hart. And then after that, he could have Tom Segura and Mike Tyson. Mm-hmm. So it's just... it's
the Robert Downey Jr. is another one that I really,
He's
really
a
like.
fascinating guy, man.
That's how I found out he, like... What I was going to say.
He's Iron Man?
Yeah, I didn't want to say that he's Iron Man because then you'd be like... Really? You didn't see the movie? But like,
damn, spoiler, buddy. But
yeah, but no, that like,
no, he is Iron Man. Like, as a true,
it's insane. He went to jail for the alcohol, rehab, everything. Like, he did all the shit that you think Iron Man would have done in real life.
Yeah. Well, and it's just interesting what Marvel has done for these people's careers because, like, there was obviously, like, Robert Downey Jr. wasn't on a good path. before this, and then he literally became the face of Marvel.
Yeah.
But, like, what would Chris Hemsworth be doing right now? Obviously, that dude's
What
getting
was he
work.
doing before?
I seriously don't know. I seriously don't know.
I'm going to look at his movies. When did he... Well, I guess I'll see it here. Chris Hemsworth... I'm trying to find the first Thor. I'm seeing 2017. 2013 was Dark World.
I definitely thought it was before 17.
So maybe 2013. It says Cabin in the Woods. It can't be. It can't be. It can't be.
He was in Cabin in the Woods.
I can't believe
that is
that.
so fucking weird. Every time I hear that.
That doesn't sound right.
God damn, I love Cabin in the Woods, man.
Thor was the very first... Wow. Holy shit. It was kind of his, like, start, almost. Thor was 2011, first Thor. In order of movies, he only did... First, he went ahead of the class, Star Trek, which is crazy to jump right into Star Trek as a second movie. Yeah.
He was. He fucking was.
The third one is The Perfect Getaway, which I actually really like that movie. Didn't know.
Rom-com?
No.
What is The Perfect Getaway?
The Perfect Getaway is, I think they're going on a vacation and someone is trying to kill them.
Okay.
Okay. But then he has Ollie. There's no way I can say this name. It's Ollie, whatever that name is, versus the world, is what I'm assuming that is.
Turf.
Yeah. And then he played Cash in a movie called Cash. And then he plays Thor. And then he goes into Cabin in the Woods. Then the Avengers.
Yeah. Dude's great, man.
He went Thor, Cabin in the Woods, Avengers.
He's a sexy fucking dude. But yeah, like, not saying that.
Oh, it's
like,
not versus the world. It's versus. No, yeah.
You think it's Scott Pilgrim?
I just seen the font and it looks Scott Pilgrim font.
Two fucking Marvel
Yes.
heroes being in Scott Pilgrim always throws me for a loop, too. But, yeah, because, like, I always wonder what else they would be doing right now. Because, like, obviously, people like Chris Hemsworth would be getting work. Scarlett Johansson wouldn't be struggling. Mark Ruffalo stayed pretty steady before this. But, like, I wonder what the fuck they would have done if Marvel hadn't, like, literally gave them every bit of money in the world to be, like, easily every single, like, one of the main Avengers was, like, top, like, at least in the top 20 of paid actors in Hollywood. But
yeah, it's definitely pretty wild to think that how different their careers could have turned out.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is just a fucking fascinating man.
He really was.
And they did Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
I want to because
The
I
way
really like him.
the way he talks about the role made me be very excited.
He talks about this on the podcast.
Seeing the trailer, I was like, this looks like shit. And then I didn't hear great things of it. And I was like,
yeah, I really wasn't expecting like great fucking things out of it.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, it's Robert Downey Jr. You know, I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool, man.
I'm trying to find what was the rating of it. I'm not gonna watch it. It has a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 3.5 from Common Sense Media, a 3.9 from the audience rating, but a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't want to see it. I don't think that one's for me.
I'm looking up celebrities that have wrote like comic credits.
Oh, any like super interesting ones?
Well, I feel like the most obvious one is Patton Oswalt, who's like a legitimate fucking nerd. So it makes sense, but like he has a credit in a Batman series.
Oh,
which is crazy. Bill Hader, which I don't know if you know him by name, but Bill Hader is the non-Seth Rogen cop in Superbad.
Oh,
yeah, he has a credit in a Spider-Man comic. Rashida Jones wrote her own comic, which is interesting. CM Punk has a credit in a Thor comic.
Insane. That's actually insane.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be added to my life goals.
Dude, it would be cool to just be, Rob Zombie has one.
Yeah.
That makes
yes, that's perfect.
El Super Beasto. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm assuming that's just the Super Beast.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking makes sense. That is fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome.
I'm gonna be real with you on this one.
Yeah, I know.
That took you way too long.
I should have seen that like a mile away. Well, yeah, I should have seen that.
Yeah, that one.
El Super Beast. The fucking L really throws me for a
Yeah,
loop.
I could tell.
Yeah. But, yeah, one of my favorite horror authors has, like, multiple, like, kind of, like, DC, like, Halloween comic credits, Nick Cutter, and I think that's super fucking cool that they're just like, hey, you're pretty good at, just horroring it up. We want you over here. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
She's weird. It's called Music Box. That it doesn't look like, it's not like a Marvel or DC thing, so I don't count it. Who else?
I think, you know how like the
Mark Hamill?
DJ Khaled of like music, obviously.
Yeah.
Like how he does
Yes.
his albums that he does, where he pretty much just recruits a bunch of big names.
Yes.
Obviously you could do it with movies. I was gonna say with like comic books, it would be hard because like I don't know writers like that. But like I would love to be that guy who's just like, yeah, I just got the 2 best comic book writers and just put them in a single comic together, just to fuck around, just to have some fun.
Yeah, I'll say.
Like,
I mean,
shit like that would be
Tarantino's
so
kind
cool.
of like that, but with actors. But he's pretty much seen who he can combine with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, which I also appreciate a bunch.
I fucking love that. He's like, how many different actors can I just combine with Samuel L. Jackson? And
I wish I
make
could
this shit work.
somehow convince that. Like, I wish I just knew him well enough to try and convince him to do something weird.
Tarantino?
Yeah,
What do you mean do something weird?
like weird for him. So like,
Okay, I was like, he's
Spider-Man.
a very weird guy.
Like him do Spider-Man. Spider-Man's probably not the one I'd do. I'd probably do like Tarantino Watchmen.
Well, I would say think more of like, not also what would be just weird for him, but would you think he would oddly do good in?
Comic. All right.
And Watchmen, I think, would be really good. Especially seeing how he handles the comedian, I think would be really good. Or even if he just did a comedian solo movie.
You're in charge of DC and Marvel.
Yes.
And you...
I combine them immediately.
Not immediately. You want to build
Chaos
that up.
theory, man. Chaos
So
theory.
you got DC and Marvel, everything at your resume.
Yes.
All the top directors. So we're going to start with Tarantino. Are you going Watchmen or are you going something else? Because I think Watchmen, off the top of my head, the one I would definitely cast him for.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I need you to repeat that.
Okay, you have the best...
I think I kind of like lost control after you said I had DC and Marvel, and then I was just thinking about shit I would do.
You have the top directors.
Yes.
You can hire any... Like, right now you're hiring Quentin Tarantino. You have any Marvel or DC thing at your will. You get to pick Tarantino. What's he doing? What movie is he directing?
Okay. But I'm picking Tarantino for it, though.
Yes. Tarantino is directing anything Marvel or DC. What are you picking? I think The Watchmen is the best here.
I really do, too.
I don't think anything else is...
I do think that's the best, but I was thinking more of like if I get to pick any director. Because I would love to...
I was going to go through directors, but you can pick one.
I would love to get Ari Aster.
Who is?
Hereditary, Midsommar.
Okay, yeah.
And I would love to do either Deceased, which is DC's Zombies, or I would love to do Marvel Zombies.
That would be really good. That's
like
a really good one.
I feel like something needs to fucking happen. And maybe he wouldn't be the best one for that, but like, I feel like if I'm trying to continue this business and like get kids to continue watching it, I feel like I couldn't get Rob Zombie to direct either one of those because I would lose everything I've ever had. Because, he's if you're watching a Rob Zombie movie, somebody's getting sexually assaulted somewhere in that movie. So it's just going to happen, man.
So, who would you? Rob Zombie is your director.
Ideally,
what are you picking?
Yeah, if it's solely up to me, he's doing like a legitimate zombie movie.
I would too.
House of 1,000 Corpses, I fucking love.
And that's why I would switch, because I don't know their name. The director you just said.
Ari Aster.
Ari Aster. They're going to do Moon Knight.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking solid, man.
They're going to do I think Moon Knight is the one I pick for them.
Yeah.
What about...
I think he can handle Moon Knight.
Very well. Martin Scorsese. You got Taxi Driver, Goodfellas.
Wolf of Wall Street?
I believe so.
So you're talking with him. You need
Wolf of Wall Street, Shutter Island.
Yes. So I'm thinking you need to narrow in on one character that you could focus on, and maybe go through like maybe a Rorschach movie.
Okay.
Maybe a Demon in the Bottle Iron Man movie.
Ooh, that's good. I really like that.
Yeah, because like I'm thinking more that would be more like Wolf of Wall Street side, like because you're dealing with like a rich guy who has substance abuse problems. He's going through shit. He's on his downfall after hitting his peak. I feel like a Demon in the Bottle movie would be really, really fucking solid. He needs to really stay away from any Spider-Man movie. But yeah, if you want to like lean into like the more mature content, I think he could really handle an Iron Man solo, maybe not even an Iron Man like superhero movie, but like an Iron Man. Yeah. Like Tony Stark movie more than Iron Man.
Yeah. I was trying to think of anyone else, but yeah, I think that's pretty fucking good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
So like Jaws, and I know he has other shit. I feel really disrespectful just starting.
He did the new West Side Story. I actually didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Just scrolling through, he got some Indiana Jones credits. He's got some Transformer credits, but that's going to be the next actor, or the next one I go through. Men in Black is on this list. There's no fucking way he did Austin Powers Goldmember, but it says he did.
Okay, so he needs something with like. He needs to have something that's like kind of out there.
Jaws, E.T. It says Back to the Future. It sounds like he just did every movie at that time, big movie at that time. But yeah,
he needs a wild movie. He needs something that has like maybe an animatronic like creature or something in there. Where would he excel? I definitely don't think it might be something like if you wanted to do like a serious Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was thinking Guardians.
Or a Martian Manhunter.
That's good. I was actually about to say Lobo, but I think that's a little too...
Lobo, I think Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie doing a Lobo? I bet...
Fucking space dolphins and a psychotic fucking Kiss member in space.
I was about to say the space dolphins, I think, is how you would pitch it to Rob Zombie.
Stop there.
I'm in.
I got it, man.
Yeah. Michael Bay.
Oh, Michael Bay. Michael Bay, obviously, his whole thing is just giant explosions.
So you want action-packed.
It's crazy that he already hasn't had, like, a Superman movie. Yeah. Because you need something that's, like, destruction on a fucking, like, genocidal, like, level. Like, where buildings are being destroyed left and fucking right. So, yeah, I'm thinking something, like, major, like that, where there's going to be constant mayhem, constant fucking destruction. You know, fucking cast Megan Fox as Lois Lane. Love it.
So you're going Superman.
And who else can cause that much destruction?
Just absolute ridiculousness is what you want here.
Hulk.
I was about to say Hulk. I was about to say Hulk or maybe
Optimus
Thor.
Prime and make him Hulk. Fucking love it.
Hulk, yeah. The Incredible Hulk's the one for me.
Yeah. He just... I think Michael Bay could be the guy that brings World Breaker Hulk some justice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where is he?
Who?
Where's M. Night Shyamalan?
I didn't...
I was like, you gotta get to that motherfucker. Fine. He's the one I've been fucking waiting for.
Alright, M. Light. Who's M. Light doing? I'm gonna think... So a movie...
Who do I hate?
What movie do you want to be so good and then ruined at the ending?
I mean, genuinely no movie. I genuinely want no movie to be directed by M. Night again. But I really don't know a character that I'm just like, I'm there for it all the way, and then a big fucking twist happens.
The big twist.
Dude, I honestly think he could have been the one that directed Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. But the twist is, their moms have the same name. They're like, God damn it, that's fucking gold, M. Night. Put it on the goddamn screen.
shit.
Yeah, so if it's up to me and I own both of them, I will hire M. Night Shyamalan and immediately fucking fire him.
M. Night is going to
fuck himself.
I'm trying to think of a weird one. So, like, I was gonna say, like,
they're all weird. They're fucking superheroes.
For some reason,
nerd.
I was gonna say, like, Hawkeye.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. That would honestly make
Two-Face?
me watch a fucking...
Is Two-Face not set up for him? Like, he's directing this movie. Like, if you don't know going in, he's directing a movie about
a politician?
About just a politician who's really good, wants justice, and you're like, well, it's in Gotham, so it's got to be someone. And then just at the end, he becomes damn Two-Face, goes psycho, just starts fucking everything up. You're like, what? That makes no fucking sense. You're like, it's perfect.
Or a fucking comic book Joker.
Joker, I just didn't want to give it to him.
Yeah.
I just didn't want him
honestly,
to do Joker.
I'm thinking of like a crazy guy doing that shit, and I don't know, like the plot twist is in that, like,
yeah,
the Joker was like Mexican all along. I don't know what the fuck M. Night would do, but he would just do something stupid like that, or like, oh, it's actually been like the 1600s this entire time, you dumbass. And you're like, all right, that was stupid.
Yeah, I don't know how much more you want to do with this. I have at least 2 more though.
All right, yeah, do 2 more. Do 2
Okay.
more. We'll do Song of the Week. We'll try to wrap this shit up
Okay.
because we got pizza on the way.
Okay, perfect. So, this one has an exception. It can't be Batman. Tim Burton. And it's because he did Batman,
Well,
that's why I say that.
in all fairness, I mean, that's really not what I think I would have picked him as anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't a big fan of that
I liked it.
in general, but it wasn't bad, but it just, I don't know, it definitely wasn't my favorite.
like
It's weird seeing
It's not my favorite, but I like it a lot.
It's weird that it was a Tim Burton movie and there was like Batman and Johnny Depp wasn't Batman.
Yeah.
I'd also kill to be in that universe at some point. But Tim Burton.
I'm actually thinking claymation. I'm thinking he's going all in. This is Tim Burton at his best. This is claymation. It's dark. It's weird. So I'm thinking DC. DC's the more dark, weird. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I thought Doctor Strange for a minute. I know it's not DC, but like for something did it for me. But
well, because like multiverse, I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
can definitely
think he's
pull that
just-
off in multiverse. Like they go to a claymation multiverse,
Yeah.
but then that
Really
gets really campy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
so all right, so dark, weird. Tim Burton.
You could genuinely go like. I genuinely think you could go Teen Titans. You could go maybe if you want to be more specific, like which fucking Robin Hood gets murdered by Joker.
You son of a bitch! I was gonna say Red Hood.
Yep.
The Red Hood was exactly what I was thinking because I was gonna say Tim Burton just seems like the dark guy who would do that justice.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I would think. He would still have to be in that realm. I think Batman would actually be a pretty solid realm for him to stay in.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel-wise...
I'm actually really okay with him doing an Alfred movie. I don't know why, but like...
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think Red Hood's the one for me. For sure. Marvel... Is there anyone dark enough for Tim Burton in Marvel?
dark enough for Tim Burton. Dark enough for Tim Burton.
I seen Cable.
Ella.
I seen Cable that I thought wasn't terrible, like an X-Men.
Yeah.
It's just a niche one. It's definitely super niche, but I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
My last one, David Fincher, Gone Girl, Social Network,
Goddamn.
Fight Club. Arguably my favorite director. He directed Seven.
Okay. So you're talking a psychological movie. A psychological movie where you're trying to put bits and pieces together. I'm immediately thinking Moon Knight would be decent.
Moon Knight would be good.
Just because of his, I think Moon Knight's schizophrenic.
I know exactly what I would cast him. This movie has deserved justice for so long. People keep trying. And it's The Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah. A troubled girl movie with maybe some twists and turns. I do like that. And honestly, I think that's because Jean Grey has such an interesting story.
Yeah.
But I just don't think really anybody who's ever directed an X-Men movie has really done, like, a good job.
Yeah.
They did good with Logan, but I think that's not the same.
Mm-mm.
That's not the same, like, realm we're talking about. But yeah, Jean Grey has so much potential to be, like, a legitimately good star, like, a villain.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely a good villain. I mean, honestly, that could be a Michael Bay thing, too. Maybe
that's a
psychological thing, but I mean, you're talking mass destruction. The Phoenix Force is fucking crazy.
Hulk is made perfect for Michael Bay.
Who's directing Squirrel Girl?
Do you know? Do you have an answer for this?
No.
I don't have
Quentin
a damn
Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino. No, I don't want
Alfred Hitchcock.
I don't want Squirrel Girl sexualized like that from Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, she's not going to be wearing any shoes.
Yeah.
She's going to say the N-word 40 times.
Yeah, I don't need that from Squirrel Girl.
Honestly, I'm convinced myself. I would love to see that Squirrel Girl.
I was trying to think of a movie Squirrel Girl would be like.
Kick-Ass? I can see a Kick-Ass, like, where it's, like, not supposed to be, like, that serious, but I think Squirrel Girl legitimately does have superpowers. Because, I mean, she does beat Thanos at some point, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she's...
Oh, wait. What universe is she? She's DC, isn't she?
No, she is Marvel.
Is she Marvel?
She is Marvel. Yeah, she beats Thanos.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it is Thanos then. Okay.
Yeah, Matthew Vaughn.
Okay.
He's the one that directed Kick-Ass, so he obviously...
add Squirrel Girl to the mix.
Yep, he should direct.
Yeah.
What you been listening to? What's your song of the week?
What have I been listening to, man? I've still mostly been listening to, like, Ghost and songs that just, like, really make me want to, like, fight an animal. But I would say the song this week that I've been listening to the most. What is it? I just fucking thought about it. Here, name yours real quick. I gotta look at my recently listened to because it was
two albums for me have really stood out this week. JID's new album, Steve Lacy's new album.
I haven't listened to Steve Lacy. Well, in all fairness, neither one of them. But I haven't listened to Steve Lacy in a really long time.
Yeah, both of them are really good. I really like it. I went back and forth between two songs. Bad Habit by Steve Lacy, Crack Sandwich by JID. I'm going with Bad Habits by Steve Lacy, but man, is it close for me.
Well, you don't want a crack sandwich?
That whole song is about just beating someone's ass.
Holy shit. What, crack sandwich?
Just beating people's ass, yeah.
God damn, I want to guess that.
Yeah, it's fucking good. I love it. Bad Habit is just saying, like, he should have spoke up, or he would have, he didn't know this girl wanted him to.
Yeah.
He should have spoke up. He's got a bad habit of biting his tongue. It's good. It's real good. That's my favorite on the album versus Crack Sandwich is not my favorite on JID's album. It's just the one that has been hitting.
God damn, I love both of those artists so much.
I do too.
refuse to listen to their news music. I just straight up fucking refuse to.
Yeah, a lot of good new music coming out.
Yeah.
Some I had higher expectations for that didn't hit as hard as I was hoping, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
They do be like that.
But no, I think my song is... Oh, God, what the fuck's its name? I know the song. It's The Wanderer. Yeah, you know the fucking song.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, Dion. He's a white guy, believe it or not. But yeah, just little Dion. The song Wanderer is so goddamn good. I fucking love it. And it immediately puts me in like this fantasy realm where I'm just like this fucking scumbag that just travels around and just has like a bunch of girls' names tattooed on him. And he's just like, oh, well, I kind of like this girl. I'm gone. Like, I gotta fucking go, man. And just truly to just take your whole life and dedicate it being scummy. I really respect that. I really respect that. It makes really good music. So, yeah, The Wanderer by Dion, genuinely, I genuinely think it's like one of my top 10 favorite songs ever. It is so fucking good. I have never heard that and be like, nah, just skip it. I've already heard it like 200 times this week. I'm like, no, just fucking one more time I'll listen to this. Mm-hmm. This is a little dude. Like, you just wouldn't guess about looking at him. You're just like, that dude looks like an accountant or something. But nah, he might be, but he's just a scumbag.
Scumbag accountant.
That's my TV show.
That's the one. That's the one I'm directing.
So we have a movie about a scumbag that's an accountant. I know the guy. Give me Brendan Kron. He knows the life of a scumbag accountant better than anybody I've ever fucking met.
That's fucking right. One more, very quick.
Throw it in.
Edgar Wright, director of Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Shaun of the Dead. Just another one of my favorites. What Marvel or DC movie is he directing? That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, I'll say it's got to be, to me, I'm thinking of
Spider-Man.
Maybe a Deadpool Spider-Man
That would be
crossover.
so good.
Yeah, I mean, they had tons of comics together. I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to finally see them unite.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, even just like who is casted right now to see Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds in the same fucking movie as Spider-Man, Deadpool. I mean,
I would love.
it has to be coming soon, right?
I think
Like,
it's on its way.
It has to be. There's no way that they see them two and how like good they're doing and how charismatic they are, and they're just like, no, we probably shouldn't combine.
I don't think that was the intention, but I think that
It's got to be.
it helps
Yeah.
how the last Spider-Man movie ended. I think it's really going to help. Yeah. You get what I'm going to get?
Deadpool's like one of the first people that like.
Yeah, I didn't want to
connects
ruin it,
with.
but yeah.
Like he's on his way to connect with Mary Jane, and then Deadpool sees him, and then they start getting friendly, and he tries to help him doing his shit. I like that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways you could do it that works well. But
I like a weird buddy cop, cop situation. I like that,
Yeah.
like a little buddy cop sitcom going on.
Yeah. But that's been Jammin.